Welcome to What About Rob, everybody. We're off to the races.
We're off.
Off to the racist. We have Andy Haynes is here.
Hey, what's up?
Joining us.
What's
and
up,
we have a
Andy?
big shoot with big lights in front of us. So.
Robbie's actually on set on the Shannon Sharp Katt Williams interview as well.
Yeah.
I saw him.
I was feeding him black celebrities to slander.
Yeah.
I was like, do Cedric.
They was killing him. They was killing Cedric. Hoogley, Steve Harvey, and then Bernie Mac. They was all killing him. Murderous, philanderous, gay sex in the back of the green room.
I was laughing at Katt Williams like doing like a. I wanted to try to film it here, but like a hierarchy of him like doing like animes like
One Piece, the greatest anime. It's got 100 episodes. Steve Harvey says it's Dragon Ball Z. Motherfucker, Goku ain't even voiced by the same motherfucker in all the seasons.
Inuyasha is for girls. I said it. Inuyasha is for girls.
Cedric coming in saying Cowboy Bebop. Why do you have 26 episodes? And don't tell me that it's limited storytelling because it gotta have a beginning, middle, and an end.
It's the best one of all time. You telling me you can't do another season, motherfucker?
I loved that part where he kept on saying Cedric's specials weren't on Netflix or Tubi. He kept on,
Dude, black guys love Tubi. I love Tubi as well. If you scroll past, there's like 3 sections of like our stories, and it's just all like black movies made for like $100,000, $10,000.
That
love it.
motherfucker on Prime.
I took an
You
Uber.
want to watch his special? You got to order it off Temu. The motherfucker got to get his special stream through Temu. They say you oxycontin a gun in the motherfucker special.
It comes free with a $23 pair of Kobe's.
and he's just like and Shannon's like, oh, we gotta get you off the drink, Kat. We gotta confiscate the alcohol from him. He's like, I ain't even had none alcohol. You had a sip more than me. And then he just has the rest of the glass. He's like, I ain't even had a sip yet. Just like fucking
Oh, hell
the whole
yeah.
thing over.
Let's get a Kanye Katt Williams interview, and they both just get drunk and
That's
just go
the thing,
off.
Is Katt Williams and Kanye are both like the guy at like a funk, like they are the guy that asks you for money on the bus.
Yeah.
I like that yesterday was like so my wife was watching the season finale to Real Housewives of Salt Lake, which had a big like
I heard about
blockbuster reveal.
I'm so out of the loop now that I'm single. I used to be.
Well, one of the women was like a mole,
Right.
essentially, and then
Gasp.
and then there was the Katt Williams interview, and then the Epstein list comes out. So like,
Wow.
around like 9 p.m., like we
Yeah.
were like, we kept on being like, oh my God, can you believe this? And somebody would be like, you know, like so-and-so was like in Salt Lake City at the and it was like, no, Stephen Hawking was on Jeffrey Epstein's
That's
planes.
hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, just a bunch of
It's like when
bombshells back
3
and
like
forth.
tropical storms like merge into one big like
perfect storm.
hurricane.
Yeah.
No wonder Kanye didn't drop again. He was like, all right, there's too much news. I don't want to get lost in the shuffle here.
they probably just nuked all of Gaza last night. We just don't know.
Yeah.
They probably just finished off the
Netanyahu's
Gaza
like,
Strip.
Make the call.
legitimately-
Drop the Epstein list.
That you're not far off. What it was is that they finally revealed their proposals. Like, we're just gonna displace all of these people to different Arab countries. We're gonna like.
Did they
relocate
say
them.
that?
Yeah, they've made that statement.
So they said it yesterday, and then they're like, well, we'll just release the
Drop the
Epstein
list, yeah.
Drop the list.
I love how willing, speaking of, it's funny, a lot of black Twitter is down to just slander their celebrities. Like my friend was like, is Jay-Z really on the list? And then I looked up Twitter and everyone was saying Oprah was on the list, which I don't think she actually was.
I just think if they pummel Gaza a little bit more and a little bit harder, we will get the PlayStation 6 a little bit sooner.
yeah,
than we
yeah.
would've.
I think you're right. Christmas time, 2024.
Oh yeah.
The launch game is
They'll
like,
crank it out.
kill the refugees. That's the game
Yeah,
it comes with.
you're controlling a real drone.
Yeah, who needs to care about Middle East foreign policy when there's a new fucking Spider-Man game, dude?
It is weird that like we've all kind of like I was like thinking about it today because I followed all those accounts for the Gaza stuff, and I didn't really like. I'm actually like pretty in the loop on that stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't really talk about it a lot just because I didn't want to get into it with
Right.
people.
It's a touchy subject.
Like I even made like one tweet. I think I made one tweet about it and got like 400 like dudes named like Avraham or like,
Yeah.
you know,
Thank you.
and they were just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
You don't
okay.
fucking know anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
like
yeah.
Indian people dick riding for Israel?
No, it was like Israeli dudes.
Israeli dudes. Oh, okay.
Andy, come on.
And but I deleted it immediately. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
But we've already-
the amount of social media spamming going on with Israel Palestine is very weird. But yeah, it is. It's like It's like how Ukraine. No one cares about Ukraine anymore. Like Americans have a very short attention span, no matter what's going on.
It's
you
a
know?
great time to tear down those hostage posters, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention.
Yeah.
anymore.
Right. That's over.
That's what I do. That's my
Just
exercise.
start putting
now.
up like show flyers for the Grizzly pair.
I start. I'm the
I
guy's
got a
like
burger.
I'm the guy's like I'm an ally, and I just start tearing down like lost pet posters.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
Yeah. Guess what?
That was actually great. That was great promo for Norman's special. Did you see that one?
No.
He like he's like sitting in a cafe and he's like looking across the street and it's a poster for his show, and then somebody comes and puts like 5 of those hostage posters over his poster, and
That's
he's like,
hilarious.
what the fuck do I do? You know,
That's hilarious. That's really funny.
yeah, I was impressed.
Send that to Larry David, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to get into it? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, this will give me the tech demo. This is supposed to be like a package that Grove 34 is sending out and stuff. It'd be funny if we just turned to the McLaughlin group for an episode.
Yeah.
Just like, Andy, what do you think? Foreign policy. You have 1 minute.
I would love that actually.
I went to Epstein's Island while I was on vacation.
Were you
really?
Did you
Yeah.
really?
Little
St. James.
Yeah. Well, they have
Little St. James
it's
Pontillo.
like- it's between these two like islands in they're all U.S. territories.
The U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah, so it's like between
Yeah,
St.
so
Thomas and
it's
St.
named
John.
after him, those islands.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Got me.
I like that.
way to substantiate the story,
Fucking
Robbie.
snap on him, dude.
Yeah.
Slam dunk.
This is my podcast. We have to remember that. His fans get mad because I kind of talk a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm pissed about it already.
Yeah, me too.
I came to talk to my friend Robbie.
Scott, can I get the
want
gun
this-
again?
I didn't want this
Can I get
guy
the
in
gun
here who
pointed?
does a better Katt Williams impersonation.
Is this how Mike Figs felt?
Yeah, it's just two positive magnets trying to be pushed together.
No, you guys are good. I like it. I'm very jealous of your ability to do impersonations. I can only do like 4.
It's a horrible ability to have in this city because you can't practice it anywhere.
Also, it's like, it's not, I feel like New York audiences don't, like, they're not
No,
appreciative
Yeah,
of
like
it.
Dan Soder is
doing-
great at voices, but I feel like he doesn't do any in his actual stand-up.
because you can
know?
do good stand-up. Like I was doing like a show here, and there's like a guy that's like an impression guy, has like 300,000
That's a
followers.
nerdy dude.
Oh, Matt Friend?
No, it's a different guy. It's like Austin, whatever. his
Oh,
place
Austin
is.
Nassau.
Yeah, and then he was going up and like they just hated it. And I
That
was
shit
just
sucks, though. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Him and Friend, I like.
Yeah.
Good for you. You're fine, but that shit sucks on a stand-up
Yeah,
stage.
it's
Fuck off.
Well, because it's like it's impressions with like the most like artificial setups that are just kind of so. Forced.
It's also so like self-congratulatory, like
Mm-hmm.
fucking like 2016 like lib brain bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, Bernie Sanders, why don't you put your mittens on? It's like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, no.
I think
it's just bad because it's.
I think it can be good. You just have to have good writing
Well, you
behind
have
it.
to have, like,
you can't
a
just
team.
do you can't because I think a lot of people treat it like a magic like. And I just did Bernie Sanders. Ta-da! And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, "Oh, wow,
Yeah,
fantastic!"
I mean, it's the stand-up equivalent of like putting like baking soda and vinegar in a volcano and being like, "Look, everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
science."
I
It's
will
like,
say this though. I went back to San Francisco because I agree. When I do voice and impression stuff in New York, it does sometimes it can be hit and miss.
By the way, I don't like. I'm not trying to say
No, I
it's
know.
not like across the thing. It's when your whole thing is like I do.
I'm an impressionist.
I'm an
Yeah.
impressionist.
I'm with you, and I actually like the first honestly. So the first year I did stand up, I did a lot of voices, and then I was like, I don't want to be that. Like, I don't want to be like Rich Little or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So then I worked hard on writing and doing real stand up. And what's funny though is I went to I did the punchline, and they liked a few of my voice things so much that I was like, I started kind of like trotting them out, and they were doing. It was great. I mean, being not in New York, they were like, "This is amazing." So
by
I
the
get
way,
why people
also-
fall into it.
yeah,
it's
like-
slop, and
yeah.
pigs will eat slop.
Yeah, and by the way, every time something has taken off for me, I've been wholeheartedly like, "Well, that was embarrassing," but it's my
Yeah.
entire personality now.
No, it's funny because then what happened was at the end I was like, I trotted out some like first year stuff I wrote my first year.
Yeah, yeah.
And they loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, dude.
Eat it up, pigs.
Yeah, eat it up.
Yeah.
Is this how Tim Dillon feels? Yeah.
But, like, the setup
Yeah,
for-
you would like that joke.
Like, if an impression is like layered by a take that like is nuanced and makes sense, like the impression adds to the bit. But if you're set up for doing the impression, it's just like, my neighbors think I'm weird. Like they must be like, oh, why is Jeff Goldblum in the shower? And you're like, oh, I'm Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's just only the lowest IQ people will like enjoy that.
Well, Mad Friend is very high IQ to somehow find every celebrity walking on the street in New York City. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I think so much of it is like it's just like the whole thing with stand up, I mean, or comedy in general is right. Like I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do something. I'm going to surprise you how I do it. That's the entire formula. Right. And so with impressions, it's like, I'm Jeff Goldblum, and then you are Jeff Goldblum, and everybody's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he did it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just,
wow, yay.
Yeah.
We're just Ray Romano in the crowd.
yeah. Let's all be Ray Romano.
Wow.
Oh my
do my
God,
voice.
Ray.
You're going to do my voice now.
That's
Wow, that's really amazing.
what if we started a podcast called Three Rays?
The 3 Rays.
Everybody loves
Three.
What if we started a company and we called it Raytheon? And we started,
How
about we
call
made
it
a lot
Lana-
of money doing things we're not allowed to talk
Okay,
about.
I'm Lana Del Rey Romano. You're famous Ray Romano.
I like Raytheon Romano.
And Raymond Green.
Yeah, no, Draymond Green. Everybody loves Draymond Green's stepfather. So, Andy, to explain this multi-layered bit, in a past episode, we were looking up if Draymond Green had a father because we were being slightly racist and implying that his behavior is indicative of somebody without paternal guidance.
Yeah, did he have one?
He had a stepfather named, and it's spelled like Raymond, but it didn't take any effort for me to immediately read it as Raymond. You know, why are we going to do all these extra steps when we know it's Raymond? It's not going to be Raymond. Why the fuck would it be Raymond? It's not going to be.
He does have a father. His name is Raymond Green. Deborah, get over here. You're not going to believe what this black guy's dad's name is.
It's exactly what you think would be.
Hey, Ray.
Raymond, it's me, Ralph Sutton.
Ethan Mead has this book Werner Herzog wrote. It's just so fun reading it because he's these crazy passages, I guess, about his childhood, but you can't like not read it in like the
Werner Herzog
voice.
Yeah.
So it's like the soldiers killed a crow and made a soup from its entrails, of which there were fat bubbles in it, but I wasn't allowed to have any of the soup. And it's just like that, like the whole. But I did think it was funny, like going back and reading it and replacing like. Herzog's voice was just like Steve Harvey the whole time, just being like, "They didn't let me have none of the soup." I said, "Good Lord, let me dare have some of this damn Raven soup." I found a submachine gun.
We should start a meme with that like 1 second clip from Grizzly Man, where
Right.
Werner
He's like,
Herzog
"We
is.
cannot listen to this."
You cannot
Yeah.
listen. We should do it, and it should be our friends' comedy.
Right. It's one of Sam's songs. He's like, I want to fuck my dad. Never burn this. This could never be heard by anyone.
You should never listen to this.
Save it. It's just Ian doing crowd work in the cellar. Like, yeah, where are you from? Well, I've never been there.
Gay.
That's gay. And I'll suck your dick for $2.
I'm allowed to say it because I'm gay.
Never listen to this. We must burn this. I don't care if he's gay or straight, and I don't think he knows either.
This is just a mentally ill man who has never had therapy, acting out his sexual preferences instead of dealing with his trauma.
What you see
Listening
here
to this
is-
man audio only is just a mess. So until you get video, just
What
burn this.
you see here is the juxtaposition of substance abuse and also high-level functioning autism spectrum disorder. And when they make a circle, atoms explode, the world tears asunder, and the planets align in the coalescence of awful comedy.
Never listen to this.
Hey, what are you, a bear? Oh, I love bears. Oh, wow. Yeah, why don't you have sex with me? You're not the first bear that I've hung out with. You know, kills him.
I'm going to show you here a transcript for a comedy. I'm going to show you a transcript for the Nanette comedy special. Oh my God, this is awful. This is awful comedy. Psych, it was actually a transcript for Dave Chappelle's latest special.
Oh shit!
I actually like the new one.
It's actually Nanette for guys.
The
Is it
last
good?
one was more Nanette. The last one, a lot more like, and my friend died. She died. You know, this one had more. There's a little bit of black pondering, but there was a lot more like. I thought it was funny. I liked all the bits and stuff.
His Corey's still like one of the funniest people, but I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. I think like
Him using Chinese face to open up his wife's phone got me good. That was so funny.
But it's like I don't know. It's just the goat talk I think has gotten to him. Is that like he doesn't have like the self hatred somebody like Louis has.
Yeah.
So like hate everything they do, so that like Louis to me seems like one of the only guys that made it like rich and big and still.
But Louis doesn't. But Louis also has that narcissism to it. Like Louis thinks he's the greatest man of all time.
He does, but like he doesn't bring it to the stage, is what I'm saying.
No,
That's
there's not he does not have that self-importance. Like even if he's saying something with gravity, he's not doing it in a way like, look, I told you, I'm educating you. There's none of that. Yeah, Chappelle, I think the problem with
he has old head syndrome.
Yeah, he also he definitely like thinks like he's like this. I'm the greatest. And this is important and everything. Like, how dare you? I swear to God, one time I've told this story before, and I've told it in a less angry way, which is I was going up at the store. It was like right when I got in at the store, and I never got good spots. So I got one good spot, and this is like pre-Chappelle getting huge again.
Yeah,
it was like when he was like between Africa and Netflix,
the Kramer era.
Yeah. And so he would come to the store and he would bring he'd be fucked up off his ass, and he would bring a giant Beats pill, playing music. And I mean, he still was like my hero. I loved him. But then he would walk in, and then he would just be like, all right, I'm gonna go up now, and then do
3 hours.
Yeah. So I'm just about to go up. It's the first time I'm gonna perform before
that
midnight.
is awful. Yeah.
And then he gets up. He only does an hour, but the whole room fills up. And it's like 45 minutes into his set. He's about to get off stage. And he goes, who's next? And then he goes, never mind. They're going to suck. It's
that's annoying.
Why? Why are they going to suck?
And he'd been doing that apparently since before he was even famous. I used to listen to like You Made It Weird, and Pete Holmes would say that like Chappelle would come on, and everyone at like the Boston where they were like, oh yeah, we're just good. We have to go home now.
Weird. I put a clause in my contract that says Dave ain't allowed to work with me unless he pisses off the trans community.
But I mean, yeah, he does have that old head syndrome where he's like, I'm the greatest. Louis, thankfully, it only shows when he's like on a podcast and he's like talking about Joe List. Like Joe List started last year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Louis on a podcast, it's like, all right, it's time for a lecture hour with the king of comedy.
Well, I was sitting at the table with him.
He's like, Bert, you're going to die, and here's what you got to do.
That was good.
That was cool. That was actually his best appearance. But yeah, he'll be like...
But he's like talking about Joe, like, well, Joe's really like finding his voice. He's like, he's a 40-year-old man with a child.
He's been doing comedy for 20 years.
He's an exciting new comedian. And here's the thing all these new comedians do. It's like a lot of that. I miss old Opie and Anthony Louis. Same with Chappelle. I miss silly... I like to do it because there's a lot of like silly shit in it, which I missed. But I miss like Silly Dave, where he was just really like doing stupid voices and running around. And I miss... Louis on like Opie and Anthony, where he could just like be on a podcast and just like come in with jokes.
He would just
and
say
be
the
funny.
dumbest thing.
Now he's on a podcast. It's like he doesn't tell a single joke the whole time. You know, it's just like, I don't know.
What was the Bert one? I don't know the Bert one.
He told Bert that he was gonna die and like
drinking.
Yeah, and he told him like stop drinking,
and then also just like kind of making him realize like there's no heaven or whatever, and like, you know, making the man contemplate his mortality.
That's a funny fucking thing to watch Bert. You know,
it's like telling a kid there's no Santa.
Yeah.
You know, Bert's like, what?
It's like
there's no heaven. I wanted to be with my grandma.
Bert, you're gonna die, and that's it. And then your gay daughter is gonna die, and that's gonna be it for.
One time I went to heaven. Actually, one time I went to heaven. No, this is true. It's a true story.
I can't laugh at that last joke. My wife works for him. So.
We love Bert. We love Bert.
Yeah, we love him.
Personal friend of mine. Yeah, I forget you're friends with a lot of these.
It's okay. I'll grow my beard out in a week, and I'll look like a different.
No, it's fine because
we'll go back to Ian.
Louis does not like me. So
really,
he's always just like he grimaces with whenever I try. Like he was nice to me maybe the first 2 or 3 times. I think he. I don't know, like just I think really honestly the thing that annoys him the most about me is that I want him to like me, and also that I'm interested in the same shit. Like he'll talk about like some fact,
got it,
and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that, you know, like I'll chime in,
right,
and he's like, no, I'm the guy with the facts.
This is the Louis show. Stop trying to be involved. I've seen him do that at the one time I met him twice, but the last time was at Skankfest, and it was definitely like Louis was kind of enjoying being like.
Senior statesman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like there was like 2 circles around him, and he loved that.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about, but you know,
he also just you're a tall, handsome guy, and he probably resents that you're actually good at stand up too. So
yeah,
he was nice to me one time though. Like I got off the stage at the Cellar. This is like right at the end of the pandemic, and I did not like my set, and I go up and I walk out, and he's just sitting on the stairs, and I was like, fuck, I did not want you to listen to that set. And I go, hey, and he goes, how'd that feel? And I was like, oh, great. Okay, you were here. And I go, I hated it. I can't believe that I've been doing comedy for 17 years and like I still, you know, like can have that rough of a set. And he was just like, dude, that's no time. He goes, I didn't say anything worth any value for like 20 years. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to say. Yeah.
It's sort of a backhanded, like, uplifting thing.
I'm fine with that as long as, like, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. How long have you been doing it? Like 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
You get so many nothings from people. Like, how many fucking auditions have you done? Never heard anything. Packets, never heard anything.
Dude,
so the fact that if anybody comes back and gives you anything is such a gift.
Yeah, I completely
like
agree with that.
Weird crumbs of kindness that I think people use to like string people in the business along a lot. Is that like you'll just get nothing from people for so long. Any amount of tension, like makes you kind of like sometimes like change your opinion on a person. Yeah. Like have you ever just like hated a person in comedy? Like you don't like their stuff, and then one day they're like, dude, that was like genius what you did up there. And you're just like, this is actually the best guy.
That's a great guy.
Every single person I think that I've hated in comedy has turned out to be so nice to me. Yeah. And everybody that I've revered could care less. Yeah. You know, that's just the nature of it.
That's so true. That's so, I find that too, where it's like, a lot of the people that I thought were really cool or like they like kind of, there's something odd, but it's funny when you talk shit about someone that you haven't met for a very long time, and then you meet him, you're like, this guy's actually great.
Like Cosby was so nice to me.
I hated his comedy, but he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he let me hang out at his house.
Here's the thing you got to know about D. Haynes. I've been doing comedy 25 years. That's not all you got to do until you're done being right now.
I'm gonna just set you up like this was Byron Allen.
So Andy, I hear you met Cosby. Is that true?
So I heard that you have an interesting story about window panes.
Just like looking at
Eminem, I heard
you
call things window pane. I heard isn't he gonna buy BET or something?
I think he tried to, and
BET
then
or EBT.
Cosby's like, don't do it. I tried to buy.
I'm going to buy the welfare. They're not going to be able to get their food, so they're going to have to pull up their pants and get a real job.
That was a great black conspiracy. Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, so they orchestrated a conspiracy against him.
I love those conspiracies.
Well, nothing happened to Byron Allen, so of course, so now.
Well, but you know Byron Allen's story, right?
He like
bought the Weather Channel.
Yeah, the Weather Channel,
and that became
he's
like
a billionaire,
crazy valuable. In the meantime, it's so it's such a weird thing that you would like if you do comedy, it gets so in your bones that you need to have some kind of validation that you can literally be a billionaire and you still are
still got to go up and
you're like, I gotta do Comic Unleashed every night so that people know I'm funny.
That's how competitive comedy is. Like nobody retires. People just like will stay in it for forever.
Yeah, like why is Pete Davidson doing stand up? You're a billionaire.
I have the love of the game, Andy. You ever been to Staten Island? I got a lot to say. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I think Pete just does it because I think Pete does.
I think he loves it. He loves just kidding with him, but
yeah, Pete because he put a bunch of people, a lot of our friends in his show. Not me.
Well, I also don't.
But Bumpkiss, you mean? Or Bumpkiss? Yeah.
Like he put. I think Pete's one where he does legit love comedy.
No, and he also is like he's really good to the people that like. There's still people he puts on that like aren't, nobody else is.
I agree.
Giving them that kind of.
Dave Cyrus is a great example. He took him along for the full ride.
I know.
I also think, and I don't mean this as a pejorative, I think he just is a guy that needs to stay busy so he doesn't kill himself.
I
agree with that.
Yeah.
I think he's been, people treated him like he was famous. I heard since he started
there are people like that just kind of like
Mark Norman told a story about he did like a casino and Pete they were just like a showcase basically, and all the girls came up to Pete after the show and like sent him nudes and stuff. This is like back in the day.
Well, he's got like, remember when the BDE thing came out with Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Like that was like 100% like, there's that dude who sold weed out of his Honda Civic who fucked way too early. Like he's got that energy.
100%.
Yeah.
That dirtbag thing.
Yeah.
Women love that.
But he also doesn't like talk about things that piss women off. Like all the stuff like everybody else likes to talk about, like race and things like that.
Right.
You know, he kind of talks about like very innocuous but also personal things.
Yeah. And he loves his mom.
Matt Rife is kind of pushing it. I feel like he's doing the opposite where he's like, he wants to do comedy for like dudes, but women are the ones who like his stuff.
Well, I think that guy's like been dying for validation for so long that like
it's such a bag though.
It's so crazy to me though because it's like you're fine.
He makes so much money.
I also think somebody needs to point out that he keeps on talking about his 12-year struggle, which is not that long to struggle, by the way.
it's not.
But also, like, year 4 of that 12-year struggle, he was fucking
At the Laugh Factory and shit.
what's her name?
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Once you're fucking Kate Beckinsale, you're not in struggle.
Yeah, he
He's
also,
doing
when
that.
I got to LA, which was 10 years ago, wow, he was already past every club. So if that's 10 years ago, okay, your struggle where you were just a regular at the biggest comedy clubs 2 years in your career. What a struggle.
Everybody was co-signing you immediately.
I know. Everyone was like this. Everyone in Hollywood, they're like, we love sure things, and you are it, Matt Rife. Just Matt Rife. But
I like how it sounds like my wife.
yeah,
That's good.
I
Have
tweeted
you guys
that.
heard that
A
before?
billion people tweeted that too.
That's great.
But I can't resist. I have Borat Tourette's. But fuck yeah. But he made the list of
Wait,
top.
hold on. Is Wolfgang disassociating?
I was just kind of like assembling a fatwa against Matt Rife.
Oh, okay,
While
cool.
we were, I wasn't just.
Do you guys both have Muslim backgrounds?
Half.
You're
Although
half, I
Indian
know.
isn't Muslim, that's Hindu.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on
We're
where.
Hindu and Hind don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
we're-
you what kind of Indian?
Hindu.
But what state?
Oh, Gujarat.
Oh, so real serious
Real
Hindu.
serious. Yeah. Don't drink.
That's
don't
like
kill a
where the
cow.
Nazi party of Hinduism.
Oh yeah.
They
That's
have
where
the
Modi-
swastika on both meanings.
Really?
I remember because I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood and I went to India. Like I was culturally like more inundated.
Are you
by
half Jewish?
Judaism. Not at all. I just like kind of looked it. So I like,
Yeah.
you know, the kids that were Jewish like befriended me, and like those were my friends growing up. And the first time I went to India, I was like 7. And I knew more about Judaism than I did about like my own culture. So when I just saw swastikas everywhere, I was like, "Mom, did we do it?" It was crazy. I mean, but yeah,
But that's like the joke I was making, Robbie, was the state his family's from,
That's
Gujarat, is where the BJP and Modi is from.
Right. Wow.
And that's where they like just burn like a mosque full of people.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the Israel of India. I was trying to obfuscate what you were
Sorry.
saying because I don't stand for that Gujarat slander. But
Listen, I am friends with Hassan Minhaj. I have to
Yeah.
stand my ground.
Yeah.
that's not gonna
In
save
case
you
he
now.
gives me a grip job
Yeah.
in 2025.
Guess
You're
what?
like
I'm
Hassan.
friends with
I'll
his
give you
wife.
the anthrax if you need a scapegoat for that story. I'm your guy.
Yeah, I'll send you hate mail.
I was laughing looking at Nick Viagas was making the point of that so many comics in like our class like met Hassan Minhaj this year. Like he was just letting all of like kind of the fledgling like micers like open for him.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
because he got canceled.
I think he was like building up for it. I think he knew it was coming. He had to. Because
Well, it's so weird that
It's like how
I
Russell
almost
Brand
feel
went
like the
right-wing.
whole thing was like, even from cancellation to exoneration was like, it seems like a PR
Yeah,
because he had such a strong.
response.
I liked the guy, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed him when he voiced Robbie Ray Rana. In
He's
Far Cry
literally
4.
a friend of mine. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to slander him. It's
I
just like impressive.
I've never been that invested in the stand up because it's just like there's a thing when you're Indian in America where it's like you have the option of going white or going black. And my dad was white, so I kind of just always leaned into the white guy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like all the other Indian guys I know in comedy kind of leaned black. Where it's like I like black comedy too, like Katt Williams and like Steve Harvey are like two comics that I like a lot.
But it's interesting because it's like, it seems like nobody really comes out for like, there's like huge white audience of comedy. Obviously, it's the biggest audience in America. is
And
white
damn
guys.
right it is.
But like, they come out for Shane.
yeah.
They come out for
They came out
everybody
for
plays
Joe
They
Rogan.
come out for the boys.
All the Rogan, the Rogan crew.
But then if you're just like a not that guy, there's not really a huge market for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Indian there is. I
But the
think a lot of-
Indian guys, like Indian people come out for Indian comics.
Yeah, I had
But it's
Usama.
a
Not that he's Bangladeshi,
Yeah.
but still, I had Usama on one of my shows. Just a local bar show. And there's like 6 Indian guys that came out just to see him.
Gross.
But it's like, oh, I bet
Can you go in the back?
I bet it smelled crazy.
So crazy.
you kept
Oh,
getting
you know it
text
smells
messages that were like, "Hey, sweetie, hey, baby."
Praise the Lord.
But that is the thing.
Osama, where are the women at? We are hoping they will follow you. We sit in the back and look for women to DM. Hey, honey, it's me. I'm to your left. How funny is this guy on stage?
What's funny is like Indian people that like they keep the verbiage of like it being English being their second language. Like my mom does this, where like she talks the way like you would if you're doing a racist Indian voice, but in like a white lady voice.
Oh, really?
So she'll say things like, "Oh, early bird wins the race." And that's not how that works.
Yeah,
she'll, like,
yeah.
just say
That's
things
funny.
completely
You should say that on
incorrect.
stage. That's pretty funny.
Oh, thanks, Robbie. I'll take that note. There we go.
Wow.
There we
You guys
go.
got there. That's great.
Yeah, Middle Eastern guys like to hold hands. By the way,
Yeah,
I know,
we
yeah.
just- it's not
It
gay.
makes me do this.
I've hung out
the power
in a
of
lot
man.
hung out in a lot of mosques this last year.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
What are you building up credit for?
He just likes being in a room with no women.
No, yeah, that's the main thing. Try to get away from my wife and daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Let's
sorry,
go
honey.
let's go to
Allah.
Shane show.
Allah.
Yeah, I went to Juma this week just to get away from all these bitches.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in the Virgin Islands, it was like a Shane Gillis show. It was just all Salt Life, like white people.
I fucking love Salt Life dudes.
It
They're
was
so funny.
sick.
It was. I did a show in
What
like
do they do for work?
they like charter fisher boats.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
charter
cool.
and they steal your credit card information and just like run it up.
That's all. Hell yeah. That's
Always
sick.
pay if you're ever in the islands. Just pay in cash. Don't,
So those
like,
guys are just always at sea, basically.
kind of
They're near it.
They're near it. There's all these like islands you can dock and moor in. It's like all of them are very close together. Like Little St. James is between two like popular islands. Like there's
Which
next
islands?
to it there's St. Thomas and St. John.
Oh, okay.
And between it, there's Little St. James and there's Big St. James. That's where you go to rape adults.
Yeah.
And, but Little St. James is like privately owned. Now it's
Big St. James is just what's
Yeah.
that? Secrets or whatever. What's the
the most dangerous game,
no this swingers resort that
Bohemian Grove.
do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
What?
Sandals.
No, it's not. It sounds like Sandals. I think it's called Secrets.
Scandals.
DJ Who Kid is always going there and like bragging about
Mm-hmm.
fucking 9 women at once.
Ironically, a lot of guys on Little St. James Island said, "Who? Kid?"
I just like,
like
imagining
that.
when you get demoted back to Little St. James if one of the adults rapes you.
Right.
Can you do an Afghan?
It's like the G League in basketball. We're gonna have to put you into Little St. James for a while.
You're gonna have to play with these Chinese boys in Little
Yeah.
St. James.
Can you do an Afghan accent?
Yeah. It's like salam, chitalastan. It's like that. It's like
Kinda
let me talk
Persian?
to you. Yeah, it sounds a lot like Persian. Let me tell you.
What
here's
is
the
it,
thing.
Dari?
What
Is
are
that
you?
the language?
Farsi. Although half.
I think it's Dari. They call it Dari, right?
It's like half and half. It's like half of Afghanistan speaks Farsi. I forget what the other one's called. It might be Dari, but I think a lot of Pakistani people speak Urdu also.
they-
So
that is-
it's all the same thing
And
basically.
Urdu is very similar. There's some like ins and outs with Hindi that's very similar.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Is this entertaining? It's talking about the dialects.
I always go autistic. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, it's all
my-
right.
My
Robbie, this is your father. You're doing a great job right now, man.
that's a good
You're
I like-
doing good.
yeah.
that's a good Farsi.
Yeah.
Can you speak Farsi?
You just
A little bit. I
take
can say
your-
like Eid Mubarak. I can say like hi and how are you basically.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Yeah. It's like a
You'd say
Afghan magician. He's
the
like,
glossary, but you just have a laminated glossary.
I said
to
all I needed
visit
to
your
do,
family.
I said all I needed to get $100 at holidays.
Nice.
Just enough to say to get that.
what about like an Afghan magician? He like breaks your phone and is like, put it in your pocket. Now take it out of your pocket, and it's just fixed.
Are those all? Are the guys fixing phones all
Great
Afghans?
guy fix. It's Middle Eastern-esque guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I love that.
Chopped cheese.
You know, I've been getting really autistic about is all the Stan countries. I get real.
Yeah,
I go down
because there's a
those
lot
rabbit
of
holes.
them. Yeah.
The
Just the
Tajiks, the
countries that white
Turkmens,
And they all
Yes.
hate each
Yeah.
other too.
I
Kazakhstan,
stand.
Central Asia, East Asia, West Asia.
I just love I love the ones that have like the weird white Muslims.
Oh,
Like Dagestan.
The real Caucasians.
Dagestan.
Yeah.
Dagestan is
White
Dagestan.
Muslims are
Dagestan.
scary.
Yeah.
Dagestan sounds like a place a racist guy would talk after
Yeah.
9/11. Like, we're gonna go over to fucking Dagestan or
You
the
gotta do it
fuck
in a
they are.
do it in a Baltimore accent.
Yeah, we're gonna go down there and kill everybody down there in Dagestan.
Yeah.
Right after the Ravens game, we're gonna go down there. We're
Yes.
gonna send the fucking O's because they suck this year to go fucking kill someone down there in Dagestan.
I like how Andy's like low key alphaed us this whole episode, making us just do impressions at whim.
It's literally because I know you guys can both do them,
Yeah.
and I can't do them. So I'm trying to
You're
I'm
like
a good
conductor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
saw
like
Maestro, and I want to have gay sex after this. So
Was that just Bradley Cooper orchestrating ways to have gay sex? Like,
apparently, Bradley Cooper, when he was like a film student or the acting student, was just openly gay.
No, so that's the thing. I had a bar regular who's like friends with. He's lived in New York all his life. Claims on his life he was out in Prospect Park. His neighbor or his friend that he was at the party with, like his neighbors with Bradley Cooper, and through the whole pandemic, he was just like out like in his backyard, like holding hands with another guy.
Yeah, no, he's gay.
Like, is just like secretly a gay man. His wife's a beard.
Yeah,
One
because
of my
he always
good friends,
dates or like marries like very like nymphish kind of women, right?
Yeah, I have a friend who I have like a friend who's pretty close to them in Hollywood. Actually, and so my friend. Probably shouldn't say too much, but anyway, all I know is that he's like very much like a gay guy, just always walking around basically naked. You know, like I think he might even be a true bisexual.
You think that's what gay
who
guys
leans
are?
gay?
I think
In my fantasies, when I close my eyes when I have to beat off, that's what I imagine. Yeah,
Just a house where guys are always naked.
gay guys do love being shown off their damn abs.
Gay guys are in such great shape. I always like.
If he comes out as gay, are we allowed to say paging Dr. Faggot again from The Hangover?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you can say it now.
I'll say it now.
You have to
I
use the
think
phone.
you can
You
say it
said
if you're quoting a movie
Oh, yeah,
that we
call
all
the
love.
phone.
Yeah, the phone paging.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Hello, paging Dr.
Yeah.
They want to talk to you, Wolfgang.
That's the clip this week. You're about to lose your drink.
Oh, hold on. I have to take my headphones off. Oh, okay. This is Robbie's practice.
Fuck.
Okay.
God damn it.
yeah.
Got him. Fuck.
Thanks.
Fuck.
Shouldn't have given me the phone, dude. That's the rule.
Sorry,
one
you
of
told that to
broadcasting
Wolfgang
school.
because you knew that you didn't want to breach his doctor-patient
Hold on, I'm getting
confidentiality
a text
agreement.
that's
It was
saying, don't
HIPAA.
listen to him.
HIPAA.
He's a lying homosexual. You can't be trusted.
Wow.
Oh, you're saying that you sent that text as a distraction, Doctor?
He's saying he hung up, and if you listen, there's no dial. You're gonna hear.
Okay,
dial tone
thanks
on
for
the
telling
other line.
Wolfgang you hung up on him, and then he's actually gay. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm actually on FaceTime with him right now.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna call him back. Paging Doctor.
I would love it if none of this was actually a podcast. Like these weren't recording.
No.
You were just
you
brought
believe
me.
this is the pitch
you brought me to
deck?
Queens so that I could just watch you guys do impersonations for an hour.
Actually, Sal
Meanwhile,
Volcano's about to come out that door right now.
we just,
My
Andy,
daughter's just looking at a ceiling right now,
Yeah.
just wondering where a human face is.
At the very end, we're like, so Andy, so your wife works for SNL, right? Can you like send her that Doctor thing?
Yeah, this
you
podcast.
tag my wife in all of the clips.
This podcast started with like him telling us a story. It's like, well, this is why my podcast failed, because there's a guy that wanted to just say the F slur. The whole
Right.
time.
Well-
like, what if we did that 30 minutes?
See, at first I thought I could do it because I was like, well, I'm quoting something. So I'm not,
I don't know if I ever laughed as hard as Ian Fidance and the Werner Herzog bit that we did earlier. I don't think I laughed that hard once on my own podcast ever. So
There we go.
you guys earned the F word.
Yes.
And by that I mean fartsy.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Wow. Nice. That's why.
Oh, that's the workaround.
That's
is
why he
that
makes the
he's
big bucks,
Islamic,
folks.
So this is actually a cultural thing.
Right. Queers for Palestine?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me. I know you're the same people. All right. Where do we go from here?
There was a sign at one of the protests that was like, it legitimately said, and this was, I have like a picture of it on my phone. It just said "faggots for ceasefire."
That's great.
And I was like, we gotta stop letting white women make the signs to these.
Yeah.
Yeah. White women really just don't have like that. A lot of times they just don't have that like, oh, this is appropriate for.
They don't know.
Other
I think
people.
that's why they hate edgy humors, because they themselves do not know where the line is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very evident. Like when like
They just go nuclear immediately.
second-
That's so yeah.
the
Yeah.
second
It's like
abortion
Gwyneth
was
Paltrow
outlawed.
using the
Yeah.
N-word.
Yeah, to Clarence Thomas or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Right.
They just immediately as soon
Calling
as
him
it's
the
on
N-word.
table- They're like that one friend that just can't have a drop of alcohol, otherwise they're gonna go buck wild. They're like, we're not drinking a thing while I'm around. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's because it's you ruined it.
Right. Right. They can't control themselves. All of a sudden they're making like musicals about their abortions.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, a mariachi band came on the train on the way here.
When they sing an abortion song?
I filled in the blank.
Abortion.
Yes, we had a little,
Abortion.
like they say, like corazon, abortion. Made me think of California. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it was like a nice little taste. I gave him $1 just because I was like,
It is weird how much of that stuff. Like I've been away from LA long enough that I do miss those. Like I miss the fruit stands.
I love Morrissey.
tacos.
I miss tacos.
I love Morrissey.
I miss emo
Latino.
cholos.
Yeah, all the
you know?
best stuff about LA had like nothing to do with the entertainment
No,
industry.
yeah. It's like literally all the best stuff had to do with like the square mile around the Chatterbox.
Yes, Colvina, shout out.
That's the best part of LA.
Yeah, I mean, And it's funny because
The ocean's nice. Going out to
Santa
going out
Monica
to the ocean's
and the
nice.
movie theaters rule. I'll say that. I miss seeing movies in LA.
And the gay black mafia. That controls.
Yeah,
That controls
the Gablafia.
I've never been to LA, but now I want to go so bad.
All right, let me tell you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay,
T, you're pissing off the queen. You can't.
we're gonna go see Mitski. Okay,
No,
we're
we're
gonna
not,
go see
dude.
Mitski.
We can't go. We're gonna go to Japanese breakfast. That's where Conan
She's a-
O'Brien is right now.
She's a bit of a voice. We're gonna go see Lil Nas X.
I think this
I'm gonna
is
take
hurting
you
my
down to the
CTE.
Old Town Road,
No, we're not.
and I'm gonna shuck you off.
He's a faux homosexual. He's doing it to social climb.
You don't fucking know that. You don't fucking know that. You don't
I-
take his name out of your mouth.
I do. I propositioned him to you. I'm trying to tell you.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast the new season.
I took him out to the Meadowlands and tried to suck him off.
Look at you. We're gonna make Matt Rife the biggest thing in entertainment. You better fucking cast him at the Laugh Factory. We're the gay black mafia.
This is what I'm going to hell for. Alt comedy. I sold my soul to do alt weird schizophrenic bits.
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, you're gonna put that girl in a wheelchair on that mod team.
That's so fucking inside baseball. Jesus Christ.
It's almost like this podcast is now for no one. They say if you make something for everybody, it's for nobody. But I think if you make something for someone specific, it's
for
also
nobody.
still for nobody.
Yeah. They got one laugh out of somebody who quit comedy.
Woke up this morning, sucked some black guy off.
No, the guy that would have laughed at that overdose on prescription painkillers 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Who was it?
The funniest guy on a Herald team. Yeah.
Oh my god. UCB.
I don't know.
Do we miss it? It's coming back.
Yeah, it's on 14th.
Yeah, it's been
First
there.
at my house.
We should
Yeah.
just get Lewis to organize a match where we fight each other. I think that's our best.
You two?
Yeah, we just do a boxing match for Gas Digital.
And Crack-A-Miko.
Oh my god. I don't know that universe. I've only done like
I'm
3 or
shocked at
4
how many
things.
people
like-
do know about like random open micers. Be like, what do you think about this Crack-A-Miko fight? I'm like, how do you fucking know
Wait, what's
about any of these
Crack-A-Miko?
people? He's the Gas Digital rapper.
He's a guy that like.
It's not Zach Amico?
No, he's a
No,
rapper
he's
named
like
himself out.
he's-
Sam actually got pissed off because you know he has his sincere gay music on Spotify.
Yeah.
Under the only thing under listeners also listened to was Crack-A-Miko, and he asked me, he's like, "Who the fuck is Crack-A-Miko?" And I explained, he's like, "That sucks. How do I get him off of here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't. These are
I
your
mean,
only crossover fans."
He's
Damn.
just a guy. He's like, I don't have any like ill will, but he's like, it's
No,
like
neither do I. I haven't even met him.
It's like a fan that was elevated by the other fans and acknowledged by like the platform.
I like that natural kind of food change.
That also happens on every radio
But that's
show.
like
they
what-
have the song parody guy. Like
Cometown
every
used to do that, and then they realized it was a mistake. As soon as they started acknowledging people, it became like a huge
Yeah,
disaster.
yeah.
Because you have these unmitigated relationships with like legitimately mentally ill people.
Yeah, Come Down really did blaze a trail for like mistakes to not make later, like just like torturing random open micers in Baltimore and stuff, and like
Shout out Tom Myers.
shout out Tom Myers, future guest. He wants to do the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I listened to his special the other day because we passed Havre de Grace.
Hello, Havre de Grace.
Yeah.
I posted in the new Chappelle special. There's a screenshot that said, "If you can really understand the depth of Baltimore," and I said Chappelle's stealing at Tom Myers' act, and
shit.
he reposted it and wrote under, "Yeah, I'm Chappelle without the bigotry."
Yeah.
It also got reposted. On
You know what's
the-
weird about like the Tom Meyer canon is that I did shows with Tom before
Oh, yeah.
all of this.
Yeah. I'm close with people who like knew Tom very well in
yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
My friend Nick and my friend Isaac both like, I don't want to say came up with them.
Close friend Nick Mullen.
No, Nick Oldershaw, but close. But and my best friend Nick Mullen also came up with it. But he was even before Come Town like a local celebrity. It sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I mean, we would like all run to kind of watch him.
That's amazing. That's so funny to be that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Man. Tom, what's his name? Trevor Moore, before he died, was fascinated with Tom and
Really?
loved Tom and like reached out to him and say like, "I love you."
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good for him. I love kind of like weird canon stuff like that like falls into like a weird subculture of a podcast. Like
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Yeah, that's fun. You build.
And Tom, the funny thing is like Tom is like extended throughout a universe now because he came to prominence through like he was like a local legend for comics in DC and Baltimore, and then it got brought into the national stage of Come Town.
That's what's funny. Yeah.
But then like I saw him pop up on Scuffed Realtor the other day. Like he like bought some of Nick's art.
Oh.
And I don't think Nick actually even acknowledged that it was the same Tom Meyer. He was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Oh, thanks, Tom." And it was like, "No, that's Tom Myers."
That's so funny.
yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. It's so weird. That,
Anyways, let's get back to doing racist bits.
Yeah.
Come on.
What else
I'm
do we miss
sorry,
about
this is
LA?
getting way too serious.
Yeah, yeah. What else do
The
we
Persians.
the portions?
The Persians.
What's that?
Westwood.
Oh, Westwood's cool. Yeah.
The Persians.
Yes,
I was expecting
yellow
you
rice. I
getting
miss-
into an accent.
No, I will. Oh, yeah. Yes. So, hello. Welcome to the movie premiere, Mr. Talentino. Would you like some yellow rice?
Yeah,
What-
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Yours is
Westwood.
better. Your Farsi's better.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna do it anymore because I now know your game, Andy.
I like it. I just can't do it. That's the only reason I'm not doing it.
Salam. Here's my
Come
impression of
on,
Persians.
come on, Wolfgang, do a little Arabic for him.
Come on.
Come on, show him that.
Come on, dance.
Do a little bit.
Dance, baby.
I told this. I think
Middle
on a
Easterners
podcast
love to kiss
before.
each other on the cheek 3 times before when they say hello. Like hello.
Is that like
like
your
a big
family
thing.
function kind of shit?
Yeah, everyone's always kissing each other.
Have you ever talked to Fahim about being?
I have, and he has no interest in connecting with me over
Oh my
it.
god!
He has
I
zero.
that's a
I even
guy
had
I
a
look
mutual
up
friend be like,
to.
you know, he's Afghan. He's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He just says no. He like does not give a fuck.
The one time I met him is I was out in Austin, Texas, and like Tristan Bowling is like a friend of mine. He's like a comic that I'm good friends with. He and I snuck into Trevor Wallace's after party with like just like backpacks and like filming equipment, pretending we were like part of the AV crew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was immediately a mistake because we're like in this private section of like a cocktail lounge in Austin, and it's like Fahim and like Trevor like literally just trying to have sex with women that are at the after party.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like me, Tristan, and trying to be like, don't ask him about any of his, like I was trying to go up and like talk to him and like ask him like, so like I love this bit of yours or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Thankfully, Tristan was just like, we're gonna sit in here with the other AV guys in the corner. We're gonna drink and we're gonna look at him, but we're not gonna talk to him.
I think Fahim is like one of my oldest comedy friends. Like when I started comedy in Seattle, he had already been doing it a year. And he was like the guy you would go and watch. But I genuinely don't think that like has anything to do with you not being interested in the Afghan thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's just his personality that he's just so like,
I've got that
yeah.
back from other people that he just has. He's like very aloof. It sounds like.
He just is focused on what he's doing. And
Yeah.
he's not like, I don't think he has like a mean bone in his body.
No, he's not. Every time I met him, he's been like.
He did specifically say he didn't like you, but
It did kind of feel like
yeah,
that. 'cause-
everybody else.
No, I'm getting a text from him because I did get his number.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he doesn't like you.
Fuck.
I already knew it.
And he also
Fucking
says,
Afghans, man.
But he does need to make an appointment with Dr. Faggot.
He said
So
that. Yeah,
he's
I
asking
gave
for
him
your
your number.
avails.
Actually, that's why he's texting you.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. My contact in his phone is saved as Wolfgang, and yours is not saved as Robbie.
shit.
Saved as...
This is getting too convoluted for me.
What's he
The
say?
point is, I'm Taliban from the Comedy Store because I bothered Fahim Anwar.
Really?
I out schizoed Robbie. That's let it be known on this pitch deck episode. I beat Robbie at the adult version of no, I have a force field, so you can't use
Hello,
it.
Dr. Faggot. Oh, Wolfgang's gay, and that's the end of the bit. Thank you. All right.
Wow.
Sorry, Robbie.
I just
Wow.
hustled you,
Ultimate
dude.
diagnosis.
Hold on, the refs are calling it in. They're saying the buzzer already sounded. Robbie, you're gay, and your dick is small.
We went to overtime, actually.
Yeah.
And
Gay Tony and Christopher was pretty good too.
yeah, maybe we'll clip that.
Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut a lot of fat from this.
Yeah, and because I didn't really do any voices. Just,
No, you were Andy was fantastic.
it's okay.
You said you had an out, right? It's
Yeah, I gotta go pretty soon.
Okay,
I-
cool.
like maybe nowish.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug or promote or anything like that?
Tomorrow, I don't know when this is gonna come out, but tomorrow, literally, not the day of the podcast, so it'll probably be much later. I did like a crowd work special where
Okay.
I it's not a crowd work special. I gave people an email address to send me topics to do premises
cool.
on.
I love
and then
that.
I couldn't open it till 24 hours before I recorded.
That's great. I love that idea.
And I didn't really do it. I mainly did crowd work and stories, but
Okay.
I had some fun. I think it turned out really well.
That's
It's
great.
not exactly the thing, but that's called the 24-hour special. It's on my YouTube.
You should do some
Subscribe, all
stuff
that
here.
shit.
This is a great room, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. After this experience, I might kind of not want to be here anymore.
Yeah,
No,
do you
I'm
have
kidding.
like a podcast? Do you have like a podcast you need a new co-host for?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm
The
looking
Goodwin
for like
curse
a. I'm
continues.
looking for like a kind of a go-to guy who can do voices.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Katt Williams
Or Christopher specifically,
yeah,
not
Christopher,
Tony.
not Tony, not a perfect Tony.
I'm also getting a telegram. Robbie's Dr. Faggot, and that's the end of the episode.
Oh my
okay,
God.
guys.
Wow.
Hold on, wait.
Telegram.
My page.
All right, there
I'm
we
getting
go.
a page. My pager's
Hold
going
on,
off.
I'm seeing
It
smoke signals.
It says actually Wolfgang is Dr. Faggot, and he just actually has a PhD in it also.
Oh man, that's crazy.
All right, well that's the episode, everybody.
Wait, the whole time Dr. Faggot was a PhD doctor?
Yeah. He's
All right, I
he's
gotta get
a
out of here. Fuck this.
therapist. Dr. Faggot is a therapist. All right, bye, Andy. Thank you. All right.